Richard Matthews says, to be fair, though, the West always frame India and Indians in a certain way. We never get portrayed in a normal way like white people do. There's always a stain of othering. Yeah, I mean, I'd say India, Africa, Russia, like there's definitely a caste system still alive and well in the world. There's definitely like, it's USA number one. You know what? Let me show you a chart. Okay, what do we got here? Move over, Babaji. Don't have time right now to tell you everything. Okay, you go. This is the current global caste system. USA is number one. Come on. Can't even see that, god damn it. Okay, let me try purple. Purple going to work, man. Okay, USA number one. Then you have Western Europe, Canada. No. Let's say Western Europe. That's our second tier. And actually, I should move them closer because then after that you get plus UK. Obviously, UK is actually slightly higher. UK, then Western Europe, European Union. Then you have Canada, Australia. Although Israel is above Canada, Australia, I'd say. Like, I think they can just do whatever the fuck they want. I think Canada would stop to ask permission. I think Israel's like, yo, we did it. Yo, we did that shit. Is that going to cause a war for you? Fuck you then. We're in a war then, bitch. That's kind of how Israel rolls, I feel like, in international politics, whereas Canada still says like, okay, what do you do? Hi, America. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Australia too. They're a bit... New Zealand is obviously there. I like that this is becoming a group exercise. This is great. Darren from the UK, very good. Christian, very good. Canada, Australia, Israel, right? Then at the bottom, really, this is where you start getting your Africas, right? Africa, Middle East is bottom. But slightly above them, I'm going to put India right there. Slightly, like they wouldn't go like the way that they just toppled the government in Iran, that they'll just do a CIA coup in Africa. India says, no, Baba, no. So India follows the rules. So India gets a little crown jewel status. Amongst the bottom, they are top. They're the king of the slaves. They're the number one best slave or best of the top of the lower class. We're the top. It is the top of the lower class. That's kind of, I'm just saying how USA, like this is how it shakes out. This is how it shakes out. You know it. Then you got Africa, Middle East. Indigenous land is like, and then I'd say here, no, somewhere maybe here is China and Russia. But the problem is that China and Russia think they should be up here. They're really pretty high up. Like, I mean, I would even put China and Russia above Canada, Australia a little bit because they can throw their weight around. They can say, fuck you, we're putting some shit, you know what I mean? Like they'll attack another country. Canada will not attack another country unless daddy say, then if daddy say we can fight, then we only fight. So anyway, take a picture of this. Make sure that you understand this. France will just give up, LOL. France, look, those pieces of shit in France, like they give nothing to the world. They maintain this upper status. You notice that fucking France? What does France do for anyone? You know, they have like a bunch of like semi-colonies in Africa. They're the reason why Vietnam was all fucked because France wouldn't leave. The French were like, no, we can't let go of Vietnam. We love Vietnam. And that caused the Vietnam War. Can you imagine these idiots? They give nothing to the world. And actually, there's two French prime ministers. I think the current one, Macron, and like the first one, both said that like without Africa, there is no French economy. Like they just have to steal. They basically are just plundering money out of Africa through this thing called the Franc Zone. China's trying to get in the game too. So anyway, let's see. Goram Bach says Canada would get conquered before they attack another country. Canada is beta. Canada is a beta. Yeah, but the problem with America is that aren't you guys just a bunch of betas to your government then? Like you got to go to every stupid war. How many people here support, for example, just Israel running Palestine? How many people support another $500 billion of aid for, let's say $500 billion? Like, let's just say people say they support Ukraine. Okay, what if it costs $500 billion? What if it costed $5 trillion? They'll got to do it. Canada will just do a little bit. We're just going to be like, okay, we'll send it. It's always like 2 tanks from Canada. It's like, what the fuck are these? Like, dude, Canada's sending like, and it's a big deal. USA is doing the full load here. So in a weird way, it's like USA is number one, but you got to pay for it. It's like USA is number one. That means that $100 billion goes from you. And then every other country in the world so far on Ukraine has put in 20 billion. What do you guys think? Okay, Australia dropped. Wow, they got like a full list here. Bosnia and Herzegovina. 20 tons of humanitarian aid was collected in March and sent to Sarajevo. Tons? They just measure it in tons of humanitarian aid. Brazilian Air Force donated 11.6 tons of food, water purifiers, and medicine from humanitarian aid. Okay. Bulgaria, 2,000 helmets, 2,000 bulletproof vests. Damn. It's so sad when you just get down to the like, hey, how can we help? Bullets? Here's bullets. Here's helmets. Oh God. Okay, wait, we got out of the 108 billion, 51.8 billion came from European Union and 47.8 billion came from the United States. Okay, wait. In total aid, military, financial, and humanitarian combined, the European Union and its countries have provided to Ukraine, whereas the United States has by far provided the most in military aid. The Kiel Institute has tracked 108.8 billion euros from 46 countries in financial, humanitarian, and military aid from 24th of January to 20th November 2022. So that's only until November last year. Out of that 108 billion, 51.8 billion came from European Union and 47.8 billion came from the United States. That's actually kind of fair. But that's just the other stuff. The military, I think, is like 90% American. Sometimes you got to get enough. Darren, aka Mojo Gaming Top 6 is... Okay, I like when people just put like their tag in their thing. Ukraine is like a crypto, LOL. Well, let's have respect. Have respect! CB Applejack 59. BRICS got gold standard currency is possible. Just gonna be hard. Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's crazy. Like the divide on the war. It seems like some people are saying like you just have to do it, and how dare you question it? And if you question it, you love Putin and you're wrong and this and that. And then some people are bringing up these points like CEB Applejack that like, okay, well, Russia's just making bricks. They're not really losing. The Americans bombed that pipeline. More evidence came out about that. You know what it feels like? And listen, I don't want to be insensitive because I do support the people of Ukraine. Obviously, I think Russia's evil in this. They should not have attacked. Like, it's terrible that they want to do this. At the same time, they've been fighting for 1,000 years. I think I mentioned this yesterday. And it kind of reminds me of like in real life, right? Like if someone in your life was going to get into a fight, you would, if you're their real friend, you'd be like, don't do it, man. It's not worth it. Like, I know you're going to go hit someone like because they cut you off or like because they told your wife to fuck off. Like, you got to go punch them now. I mean, I guess like you could also call the guy and be like, hey man, you told my wife to fuck off. That's not cool. Fuck you. It's bullshit. Like you can just talk about it. I still think like you can just firmly call them and be like, hey man, it's not cool that you said that to my wife. Fuck you back. Don't ever talk to my wife like that. And if you do it again, listen, now we got to fight then. We physically got to fight and I'm working out and I'm taking MMA training, bitch. So fucking figure it out. Like, okay, fine. I would still count that as a negotiation though, because you say that and then the other person may be like, oh, hey man, listen, okay, hold on. First of all, your wife said this, like, it's cool. I said fuck off. I didn't mean it like so aggressively. I was just kind of joking, but like, sorry, she took it personally. Like, I can apologize to her. We're good. I don't need to fucking, we're not gonna fucking fight. Like most of your friends, if you're about to get into a physical fight, they'd be like, listen, I know, like they're fucking you up. It's like if your friend was getting a divorce, right? You could tell them like, hey man, wasted your time, wasted your money, did this and that, fucking drag them through court. Drag that bitch through court, ruin them, take everything they got. That's one type of friend. But then you have another friend who says, hey man, I know it's tough. and I know you're right and they're wrong. And they owe you $100,000. But trying to get that $100,000 is going to keep you in their life for the next 6 years. So is that what you want? Like, you can't put a price on that. You're going to pay a lawyer $50,000 and 6 years of your life to get $100,000 back from her. I'm sorry. Like, let's go on a trip. Reset, just get the thing done, whatever, move on. Darren says, like my ex-wife did, LOL. I mean, yeah, but it's not about righteousness though. Like Darren, I believe you. If you say that your ex-wife fucked you up, I believe you. Fine, fair enough. She did fuck you up. You are righteously allowed to drag her through court. It's your life that you're wasting. So it does feel like a little bit like that with Ukraine. But hey, I don't know. And the moral of the story is, you are loved because you are loved. Such is the nature of loving kindness. Okay? So now that I've done my karmas, make sure you do your karmas. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and sign up for meditation. Ascension is upon us, foolish. Sign up for meditation immediately. Ha! Am I still here?